Before you think this is just another Save Club review, please allow me to tell you why it's important you hear it from me. I've been in many industries online. One of my latest is in the finance funding niche, helping people with credit, cash flow, collateral, liquidity, equity, real estate in the mix, and then some. I've participated in billion-dollar plus valuation projects, put together investment proposals, business plans, do full analysis of businesses many types, help identify problems, pain points, needs, help fix, grow, and scale them. I look at financials, tax returns, bank statements, P&Ls, balance sheets, debt schedules, do cash flow profitability analysis, many different numbers. Mathematics is my thing, systems, and writing. Less on video, and this is not my favorite format. But I wanted to show you that I am a real person, that I am authentic, and that I'm not one of these people trying to get you into something because it's my interest over yours. And what I put on my table, on my family's table, over yours, and to get one over on you. That's not what I do. That's not how I grew up. It's not in my morals, my ethics, my values, my vision, my mission, my governing principles, my character and characteristic traits. It's not who I am, so I don't do things that are going to put you worse off. I just don't stand by that. And so, again, that's just one of the industries. I have others, and I have other businesses. And the whole noise is on Save Club. And having reviewed it, looked at it, done my own research and due diligence, seeing presentations, other videos of people talking about it, posts on social media, this and that. It's never ending. You have to be careful who you're consuming the information from. Is Save Club legit? Yes, with looming clouds, shadows nearby, and watching a presentation and how people speak, listen, what people are asking, and what the responses are. It even makes me go, meh, even more. So, as someone who is the introverted, more analytical, cerebral type, less words, more action is telling you these things. And with a background that I have, and I just gave you a bit of within the funding, finance niche, looking at a lot of businesses, many types, with and without funding at a high level, large projects, small mom and pop shops, medium size, large size. People come to me because of who I am as a person and why I am that way. Very kind and nice, generous, giving, extremely loyal. I'm a Libra, if that says anything. I'm much more the harmony, bringing people together. I show more than I say with my words. And just seeing all this buzz and attention, hype, people following followers, people following the leaders, followers following the leaders because they want to get to the top. If I just join under them, that'll be enough. And then I can get spillover. I have to recruit, and you have to bring in a great amount of volume of people. And that's the thing, is when you don't understand business, you don't understand that. And then having yourself together, you could join anything and everything, and it still wouldn't be enough. And what I see happening here is something that looks the same as I've seen before and with other programs, looks rehashed. Like a compensation plan was just thrown onto it and everything is just drop shipped, is what it looks like. And the leaders marketing to you so well, and those who have that top level marketing experience, they know what they're doing too. You see videos of the quintessential looking man or woman, how you visualize, you manifest, perhaps aspire to be and become. While you look at me and you may think that I'm not. I'm not genetically gifted. Although once I played Division 1 soccer and I know what work ethic is and what it looks like, working smarter and harder, working smarter than harder, using this, the noggin. I went to school academically, studied chemical engineering. Chemistry is my favorite class. Then I went into business, got my degree because I wanted to start a business. I've worked in construction, manufacturing, warehousing, was once a ramp agent, courier role doing administrative dispatch, although I did not like this along with other roles. Sometimes you have to do what you don't like to, and that's how life is. Then I went into financial logistics for a huge contracting company servicing HP and others, doing a lot of data, budgeting, inventory, supply chain, shipping and receiving department, database, underpaid, undervalued, lifting up media boxes to deliver to when I had to. Downturn, 50 plus people relieved. Unfortunately, I'm one of them. I have to go back on unemployment benefits and food stamp cards. If that's not enough to get you out of something, then I don't know what is. And there's much more that we go through as humans in life and in business. And so there was a time you're in that mode and you just grow and grow and grow and you want more and more and more, not more of the same thing that you've been getting. And so when I see this, just the discounts, I'm not saying they're bad. I'm not saying they're the greatest in each category. Can't you find these in another app or in other places? Can't you get a store card? Can't you do it somewhere else instead of paying what you have to pay monthly on the subscription? So you're asked to pay every month $19.97. In the first month, it's $60 to activate plus $19.97. So you're spending $79.97 total the first month, and then it is $19.97 every month thereafter, as long as you have your account open. So if you know business, even if you don't, like that's the littlest thing you have to think about, and not just look at your own personal expenses. You have to look at this more globally, not just personal and business expenses, but more about outside of what you would be spending, what other people are spending on this, and putting yourself in their position, in their shoes, what they could be thinking. Like, don't you think that $19.97 is a little bit of a stretch for you to get access to discounts that you could likely go get somewhere else? Oh, but the compensation plan. Oh, but fast start commissions. I bring people in. I've seen other things that you can go and spend lesser of a subscription, like around $10 and lesser for what you're getting here. And likely a lot better, and the compensation plan be a lot better. The thing is, 25% commissions. So every person that you bring in and they get an account, they're a member, they're paying, that will be 25% commissions. And so if you didn't know any better, you think, well, hey, that's a lot, isn't it? Compared to, relative to 1 to 3%, 5% here and this other place. I mean, it's better. That's not the way to think. That's what somebody who will fail in business thinks. And that's okay, because I've been there. I've failed. And that hasn't kept me down there in a hole. Even if I had to claw my way back up, I keep going. But 25%, that's low too when you compare to other things. And there are digital products out there that could be paying more, like 50%, 30%, 70%, 80%, and even more than that, 100% plus. And they keep the rest while you get 25%. So you're getting $20 per person, and that's that for that part. And then 2.5%, I actually have this open right here. I don't need to use this, and I'm not going through all of it. So you have the different levels, you have the different stars, 1 through 5, personally enrolled, 25%, and 1 through 5th. Down here, you have the matrix commissions. This is what everybody is like, yeah, but it's in the matrix, it's in the bonus pool, it's in the spillover. And if you're expecting spillover and you didn't do well in another program, you missed out, or whatever happened, or you didn't even hear about something else, you don't even know anything about this, but you're hearing it, I'm sure, or you will hear about it. Don't rely on that. That likely won't happen, and if anything, might not be a whole lot. And what happens is you see a lot of these top marketing leaders, they want to get up to the top. They want to clump up at the top. So don't you think they're trying to get other leaders aside, underneath them, above, so they can be up here making the most amount of money while you're where? And when did you join? If you don't join these things right away, I'm not saying nothing wouldn't happen, but seldomly you may miss out on a lot. And even if you join later on or too early, or early, excuse me, it may still not work for you. And so while everybody over here who knows how to recruit, leaders want to bring leaders, so because they can recruit, and if they're filling up their lanes, their legs with people who know how to do this, and then you have to go out there and get people, and you're not a leader, and you are asked to recruit, or you're asking of yourself, they're not asking you, but you ask of yourself, and that's what you do with these things, is you go out there and recruit. You just got to find 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 5 of these leaders, and then just go sit back on a holiday and you're good. Call it freedom. Isn't that luck? In a way it is. No, it mostly is. You can go out there and get people you don't even know who are coming in. I get that. So you just got to keep going and cycling and cycling. People will go, people will come in. And your efforts, great, you're getting people, you have a pipeline, you know where to go get traffic. Like a lot of people do that. They go out there and just spend a lot of money, or spend money on bringing people in or making videos and doing all this stuff. But for what? 2.5% of the $1997 membership that you're paying every single month. Again, we're not factoring in the initial first $60 plus the $19.97. So every person that you enroll, that is 50 cents per person every single month residually. Hey, residual, woo, 50 cents. Simple math. I'm not going to go through it all, but do the numbers on how many people you'd have to bring to not only cover the 1997, but I'm bringing people in. If I'm spending 1997 and I'm getting $20, I've already covered that. I get that. But within the matrix, you're spending your time building that. And right here, your matrix commissions, your 2x16 unranked down to 2.5% on the 12th level, all the way over here to the 4-star and above, down to the 16th level. And there's this whole bit of numbers down here and what you can get total when you look at the column and the rows. But you're like, well, we'll build. I'll keep adding and adding. How many people will actually recruit so many people? 1, and then 2, you having to massively duplicate by those who you bring underneath you, them massively duplicating and recruiting people underneath them. How reliable is that? And then that can add up, because who you bring in on your team, they're bringing people in, and that adds to your compensation plan. Give me a break. So volume business versus not so much volume business. Which one do you want? You want higher margins, lesser volume, or higher volume, lesser margin, lesser profit, lesser cash flow, lesser gross profit, lesser net free cash flow. Remember, you're listening to the guy who has analyzed a lot of businesses. When I'm not here in my mornings, I go through different businesses. I figure out things, how to help them in different ways, not just with funding. I'm the guy that, I was gonna say, I'm the guy. I'm the guy who people come to ask and how healthy their business is, what we can do to help grow them. If there's no problem or problems, there is a problem that can be stunting their growth. What is holding them back? Gross profit per sale of item, amount of units, bulk. Here's what they're doing with their inventory. There's so much. And it's not just about getting somebody funding, it's about understanding that and the numbers, understanding the operations, more than just ROI, cash flow. There's quite a bit of stuff to understand. And so when I look at this model, like network marketing MLM has been, I'm not saying it is unworth it or not worth it. Because what you're relying on is something with a lot lesser, little to no overhead, little to no expenses besides what you spend on your membership and what you could be spending to use your computer, your phone, your office space equipment. Maybe you have some things around here, Lane, and you need to make use of that or whatever it is. But then it's very little to nothing overhead and expenses, fixed and variable costs. And you just go out there and you market. You can market organically. You can go spend on paid traffic for a budget. So you're spending on that. If you need an additional software or a service that'll help you streamline things, connect. If this program maybe is a part of something else that you want to purchase so that I can promote that and other things. See, now you're spending more and now you're spending more on traffic, but as you grow, then you can reinvest and invest into the business. So I don't like the way that it is laid out because the 25% is so low, for one. It's the membership, let's round it out to $20 a month. You're spending. Don't you think people would quit? Do you think people can go find it somewhere else? And you're saving and saving. Are you actually making money? Enough of it? You're not in early, or when you got in early or you got in later, but you weren't one of these leaders. What leaders want are leaders. And you're marketed so well. And I see these posts everywhere and I'm like, man, shame on them. And it sucks because a lot of people eat this stuff up every day. And it's so sad to me. Yearly VIP membership bonuses. I'm not even going to get into all this, but there's more here. Monthly leadership bonus pools, 2-star 1%, all the way down to 5-star at 1%. So there's more here. Generational matching bonuses. It just doesn't make sense to me. From a business point of view, from a program point of view, from many different angles, I recommend you stay away from this. Get as far away as you can. Stop watching those videos on those people that look so aesthetically pleasing, but their story, man, if I could just do and get an ounce of what they got, man, I'd be so good. But you don't understand what you're getting into. Again, ask me about programs. Ask me what I have going on. Ask me what you can do better. Ask higher level, much more intelligent questions to me and of yourself, because I do have your best interest at heart. These things, I see a big dump in terms of cash dump. I see a big cash grab for those leaders, and then they're on to the next thing. And then where are you? You're joining that person. They're posting things, they're sending you emails. Hey, time's limited. They market to you so well. Come on in. Here's the door. Hey, you can come in through the side entrance. I don't mind if you found my post. I sent you an email, sent you a post. You came in. And you hear that. But you see how slow I speak? Because that's how I do it. I want you to grasp it, the gravity, the importance, the magnitude of this. And all I have is compassion for you. I'm not looking down on you. I'm looking at you as an equal. Truly, I am, as an equal. You're no better than me. You're not underneath me. We're equal in this. I've just been in it long enough and I've worked on a lot of skills and things that I've done that have allowed me to do things where I don't have to have a 9 to 5. I don't have to be in any other business that I wouldn't want to, with the overhead expenses that you have to go through, CapEx, capital expenditures, fixed and variable costs here and there, manage this, preventative maintenance that, upkeep this, employees, inventory, buildings, equipment, and all this other stuff. And so these are why these businesses are attractive, because you don't generally need any of that, if any, very little, and not at all. And so if you want to do things right and not join something like this, where, oh, discounts, woo, dopamine hits, endorphins, serotonin, oxytocin, it feels so good, let me go spend on, woo. And you actually want to do something that helps you, like I tell people, if you're not doing the activities that help you generate traffic, leads, and sales, what are you doing? Didn't you get online to make money, not to go and save? Oh, yeah, you can save and then go hopefully make money. Are you going to make enough of it? And with the right program? So if you want to see what I'm doing strategically, I have an overhead where we stack multiple systems and I show you the process flow. I can give you a Google Drive, done for you stuff you can clone and use as your own, model, use as your own. I have a Facebook group for this where I'm showing people what to do and how to market yourself, how to get the skills, how to put a little post together, a video like this, a short form video reel, a green screen, on screen, PowerPoint, different things you can do outside of, let me just send my link out there, and everybody doesn't want to do the other stuff to get pages and know how to share their story and why this matters and build something longer term this way. People have gone away from that. They want the most easiest, least friction, least resistance activity and activities. And when you come to find out that that's not what you should have been doing the whole time, and it's so long after, you're like, ah, man, if only I would have started sooner on that. So I'm giving you an opportunity and a chance. Down below in the description is my free and private Facebook group. Get in there. You'll see what I'm posting, what others are saying. There's a chat room for this where I'm posting on there too. And I'm helping people. And I'm going to give you the strategic point of view on how to do this so we can do the whole traffic, leads, and sales. And how do you do that? You want the right process, not just what everybody else is out there throwing and spewing. And you following these people, creating nice quality looking videos for you and getting all theatric perhaps. Don't you want raw and authentic content? And hearing it from somebody who doesn't even like to speak or want to speak, doesn't even small talk. I can do those things, and with the right people, very cautious and cautiously aware, because people can waste your energy and time. And so again, down below in the description, I only gave you so much. There's more I could go into when I speak about Save Club with the ultimate savings and earnings experience. And look at all this. I know it looks very shiny and perceived well, and I'm not saying you can't save, but is this what you're getting into online for? Like literally, like even when I see the pre-launch warning, like what is there to wait for? Like, isn't this a lot of marketing, like build up? It's what it is. It's a lot of marketing build up too. You see at the same time, like, hey, we got to keep people in, keep going, keep going. Don't let your gas off the pedal, because once you do, people are going to start seeing something else. And if you don't keep them engaged enough inside and keep them thinking that there's something more, and even when there is more, like, why lay it out this way when I'm looking at it and I go, does it really? And I've seen a lot of these things in the past, and this is what you see a lot of. And so again, that's all I'm going to leave you with. Thank you for watching this video. Down below in the description is more information. Thank you.